It's time again for an album in review on Tim's Vinyl Confessions. I'm Tim Durling. Thank you for watching. This is where we take an album, talk about it for 2 or 3 minutes. And today we're going back to 1994. Now, the 90s had a lot of effects on veteran bands, whether or not you played, hair metal, whether you were just kind of a melodic rock band or even progressive rock bands. A lot of bands had to struggle with the new decade. So this is the album Talk by Yes. That is what this logo says. It's a Peter Max album cover, sort of a blobby, not a very good cover. But this is the album that Yes put out in 1994. And this was the follow-up to their Union album in 1991, which I have called the worst Yes album on the Contrarians. This is another album by the lineup of John Anderson, Trevor Rabin, Chris Squire, Alan White, and Tony Kaye. It's the last time that this five-piece would do an album together. Of course, this is the lineup that gave us 90125, their big comeback, and also Big Generator. Union was something other. But the five are back for this one. It's the only album they released on Victory Records, which was a division of Polygram that went out of business. But Calling is by far the best song on here. It's the first song in the album, was the first single, was a #3 mainstream rock hit, and got some regular FM airplay as well. I think it's a fantastic song. One of the curious things about this album is that John Anderson almost didn't return to the band to do the vocals on this album. They almost hired Roger Hodgson from Supertramp, which I understand that would have made sense as far as vocal ability, but I think it would have sounded too much like Supertramp to be taken seriously as Yes, so kind of glad it didn't work out that way, although Hodgson did co-write one of the songs on here, the song Walls, which is kind of a nice mid-tempo number. Other than that, this kind of suffers from a lot of, the same fate as a lot of the latter-day Yes albums, in that it's kind of unmemorable. Like I said, the record label went out of business, so this is sort of the last Yes album that came out on any sort of major label, at least with with any kind of push behind it. So it was kind of an unfortunate thing. There are some quality tracks on here. It's worth checking out. Have we got any fans of the Talk album out there? I'd like to know. Still don't like this album cover very much. But Yes, Talk. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching this edition of an album in review. Be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you later on Tim's Vinyl Confessions.